this is a Tuesday video. Again, I just did my Monday video, so you're going to see me in the same outfit. If you didn't see my Monday video is my grocery haul. And today is going to be some food prep. I'm going to show you some of the things I prep for the week for lunches, breakfasts, things like that. There's a few bloopers in it. Hopefully I can crop them out a little bit because some of them were horrific. But anyhow, some of the stuff was my first time prepping it, and it was a new system, and it's a learning curve. And I broke my mandolin. Rest in peace, mandolin. I got to buy a new one. But we don't have the money for it right now, so we're not going to. But yeah. So needless to say, I just, this is going to be just some of the meal prep that I do. And hopefully it helps some of you guys with some ideas for meal prep. And maybe some easy ways to make some foods that are easy to create that don't take you a whole lot of work. Honestly, I think our meal prep totally, including everything, maybe usually takes us about an hour to 2 hours. 2 hours if we pre-bake things. 1 hour if we're just cutting and slicing and stuff like that. We did pre-bake one thing, I think. Yeah, one thing was pre-baked and the rest I really didn't need to do that with. Well, pre-baked and then I pre-boiled and a bunch of stuff. But you'll see in the video. This is just some of the prep work I do for the week. For me, for lunches, etc. I'm going to make some sweet potato toast. That's my husband grabbing the sweet potatoes for the other thing we're going to do. So the first thing you want to do is get a kind of cylindrical, roundish sweet potato, a good sized one. You're going to want to wash it really good. Then just cut off the ends. Don't want to go too crazy, just a little bit off. Now I have my mandolin, and I have it set at 7 millimeters, which is about 1/4 of an inch. And that's what we're going to want to cut this sweet potato into. Do you have the grabber for this? So I looked for a flat side of the sweet potato, and then I'm just going to slide it down. I might need my husband to do this because he's a lot stronger than I am. How about you do these for me, sweetie? Because you're He-Man and I'm not. I'll try it. Yep, no, this is all you, babe. I'm going to let him do that for me. Whoa! Now, one thing you will want to notice is we are leaving the skin on. Did you just break this? I think you just broke it. Yep, you just dislodged the measurer. He's a little too strong for human consumption. But, so we did leave the skin on this so that we could get the fiber out of the skin of the potato. So that is one thing you do want to make sure you do. And we'll come back when we're done doing all of these. Although this one's a little off. Okay, so I'm just going to say rest in peace to my mandolin. My husband totally busted it. So anyhow, you're going to want to take a mandolin slicer, set it on about 1/4 of an inch or 7 millimeters, and then just slice your sweet potato into little slices. Then what I'm going to do is take these, stack them all up. I did take like the couple that are like really messed up. I didn't do those. And the end pieces from the sides I didn't do. So we're just going to take these extra pieces and throw them off to the side. And now we've got this tray. So I have a misto spritzer with some avocado oil in it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and spray these just a little bit. So I've got a little bit of avocado oil on them, but not so much that it's like going to add very much fat to this at all. These are my better ones. Choose those over the other ones. I can always do something else with the other ones too. I'm kind of move these around a little bit to get them. And they have to be one layer on the cutting sheet, or on the cutting sheet, on our baking tray. So we're just going to put these all one layer. Ran out of some soup. So all you do with this is you just keep refilling it with oil, and you just pump it to get the oil to be sprayable. It's much better for the environment. Not that I'm some huge like I mean, obviously I care about the environment, but I mean, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to have this because it's better for the environment. Like, and if you are that person, good for you. I just can't afford to be that person most days of my life. But this was like $9 at Walmart, and because we already buy the avocado oil, it's just a great way to save money. All right, so I have a tray of sweet potatoes that are ready to go in the oven. I'm going to put them in the oven at 350, and let me double check the time real quick. Just double check here. 15 to 25 minutes. And once they're done, we'll probably flip them about halfway through, so about 10 minutes. We'll flip them, and then when they're done, we're going to let them cool completely. You don't want them to have any kind of like warmth to them at all. Then you just stick them in a container, put them in your fridge, and then when you want some sweet potato toast, you just throw it in your toaster. Top it off with a little bit of vegan butter or regular butter, a little bit of cinnamon. Done. A great little breakfast treat to have with your eggs. Okay, so I did buy a veggie slicer thingy, but these I think are too small for that one, so we're going to use our little handheld one, just a manual spiralizer. It's got a little thing, and we're just going to swip it around in here, and hopefully this will work. I might need my husband to do this one too, because apparently I am not doing well at this game. This is just giving me little pieces too. What's the size of the potato? So, anyhow, we will do this, and I'll get back to you when it's all done. Okay, so we have a whole jar of spiralized sweet potato that I'll be using over the next couple of days to make with my breakfasts and lunches. And then as we use it up, I will be refilling this jar. It's just easier to do a couple at a time, have one jar handy. That way it stays fresh and it doesn't go to waste. Hey guys, so I am just cutting a bunch of celery in half. This is going to be for snacks throughout the day. Celery is mostly water, so it's a great snack to have. It's great to keep your hydration up, especially if you're not a big water drinker. It's a good thing to have on hand as a snack. Granted, there's not a whole lot of flavor to it, but honestly, sometimes I just like having a piece of celery. I do have some almond butter I can put this in, and I'm also making some hummus that I can dip it in. So betwixt and between everything, it's a pretty good mix. I'm going to take a big jar like this, and I'm going to open it up. Maybe. It's not closed too tight. Ah, got it. I'm a weakling, but I'm not that weak. Okay. I washed all this and the lids go. Anyhow. And I'm just going to try and stick these in here so they're standing up. Just a second here. And some of these wider ones, I'm just going to turn upside down as we get sort of kind of full. Alright, so I have this all full of celery. I'm going to fill this up with water covering the celery. And then I will put the seal back on and put it in the fridge. And it's a great quick little snack. Just reach in and grab one out. So another way to meal prep for snacks. Oh, here we go. And we have filtered water. Because you never know what's in your city water. And I highly recommend, you know, pure Brita filters, whichever one you get. You can find some pretty cheap sometimes. Okay. Okay, so just got them basically covered. They've got enough water to stay fresh in there. Pop the lid on. And snack is ready to go for the week. And 2 days ago, I made this banchan with white turnip and parsnips because I didn't have daikon radish, and that is a great alternative for those. This has been sitting fermenting for 2 days, and it is ready to be a banchan with some of my meals, and I am super excited to have it. Okay guys, so this is my meal prep for lentils. I soaked the lentils for about an hour in water, then I drained them. Now I've got them over the stove with a bay leaf. I'm going to put that piece of seaweed in here. You can get, it's called kombu, but couldn't find kombu, so I'm using a modified version. You're going to bring this to a boil, then you're going to turn it onto a low simmer, and you're going to simmer it for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so everything is going. I'm going to bring that to a boil. Also, I pre-did 1 cup of brown rice I'm going to put in my fridge, so that I can just grab out a scoop and add it to any meal I make. it.